All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another quick post-fight reaction / discussion video. All right, y'all, if y'all didn't see the Contender Series last night, y'all got to check this one out. Look, if y'all are WMMA fans and y'all love stiff, cold knockouts like the Wayne Kong versus Victoria Leonardo fight previous Saturday, y'all got to check this one out. Look, shout out to my girl, Shannon Clark. You know, I was speaking high on her, and, you know, I ride hard for her, you know, because I think she's a good fighter. I still think that, you know, she can bounce back from this one. But, man, what was she thinking in this fight, man? I mean, Yuneisy Duben, she saw the opportunity and she took it. So much respect to her as a fighter. I mean, looking at these records, 5-0 with 4 finishes on Duben's side. She was the plus 900 underdog, I believe, or plus 800. Shannon Clark was seen as the favorite for good reason. You know, she had the LFA belt. She had a very brutal finish over her last opponent. But, man, like, I don't understand what their game plan was here. I don't understand what Shannon Clark's game plan was going into this fight. I mean, if you see this picture right here, this was it. This was the fight right here. I mean, Shannon Clark, no head movement, got caught with a big right hand, and that was it. I mean, this was kind of like a throwback to, you know, the Ronda Rousey fight. No disrespect. It was just like, it was kind of like a throwback to, you know, like the older days of, you know, when the fighters were coming in with just one discipline and they would get schooled by somebody with better striking or, you know, well-rounded game. Like, it was like Shannon Clark didn't have any other tools. Like, I don't understand, like, did she just feel like, okay, I want to do this and do my own thing? Did her team have a game plan and she just ignore it? Or did they all feel like she just had the strength to go in here and bully this girl and disrespect her? No, you can't do that, though. Like, this is old news now, you know? You just can't run in and disrespect an opponent like that, you know? Shannon Clark, I thought her whole game plan would be to try to put effective pressure on and break her opponent down before, you know, trying to just run in and hug like this. But their whole game plan was just to dive in, take shots until she could take her down. But you can't do that. You know, you can't take shots like this. I mean, right from the jump, Duben, she saw it. She was like, okay, that head is on the line. All I got to do is play the matador here. I can just play the matador and just keep dodging her. And that's what she did. When the round started and I saw her, like, thump Shannon Clark with, like, a couple of good shots, like a good sequence, I was like, uh-oh, okay. I was like, Shannon Clark better start moving that head, fighting behind her jab. But what does she do? Keep her head stiff, run in again, thump, eats another couple of shots. And then there was a point when Shannon Clark, she just comes running in, boom, she eats a good left hand. This is a left hand or right hand, and she goes down. And she goes down on her, you know, she goes down on her knees. I was like, okay, all right, she's got to slow this thing down. But at this point, when I saw this, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, with this lack of head movement, she's not going to make the adjustment because she really thinks that she's going to have that strength and that chin to just run in there and grab her opponent. So, again, in the center of the cage, as you can see here, she was just standing straight up. And Duben, you know, she was crouched low. I don't know if it looked like she was about to drop, kind of faint, like she was going to drop a level, but she saw the opportunity, and I saw it too. Like, when I saw her go down the first time, I was like, okay, if she's standing straight like this, I know what she's going to get hit with. And right before I could really call it, boom, that overhand right drops her, knocks her out cold. She's out stiff like Victoria Leonardo was, eyes closed, unconscious. I was like, wow, man, another scary knockout, man. And Duben, you got to give her full credit. She took full advantage of it. She saw the disrespect as, you know, Shannon Clark just kept running in, trying to back her up and bully her. And, you know, she just kept it cool, kept landing those sequences until she found that opening and, boom, knocked her out. So, yeah, man, much respect to Duben on this one. No need to take her to the back like Dana White said. Dana White was on his feet for this fight. She got the contract. She earned the contract, you know. Again, going back to Shannon Clark, I believe sometimes, you know, fighters are riding high. They feel like, you know, they can just go in and do one thing and, you know, ride high on that. But it's just, you know, it's just part of the game, and you got to evolve and you got to be ready for it. You know, the world of WMMA right now is evolving, you know, even in training. Behind the scenes, fighters evolve. All MMA fighters are. You know, they can't come in one-dimensional. So, you know, much respect to Shannon Clark, you know, for, you know, taking the fight and going in there and trying, but they got to go back to the drawing board. You know, she really needs to work on her striking and her boxing here. I thought, you know, before in some of her other fights that she would learn how to kind of slow it down and just fight behind leg kicks and jabs. But here, she wanted to make that statement and just grab her opponent and bully her. But Duben wasn't having it. She was not having it, y'all. So, yeah, from here, it looks like Duben's going to get a contract. We'll talk about who she could match up against later as of right now, but the opportunity was there. She took it, and she got it. So shout out to Duben, y'all. Make sure y'all check this one out. I'm out, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.